Good morning, everybody.
Hi, guys.
Hi, my name is Daniel Duenas.
And I am...
Good morning, everybody.
Hi, guys.
Hi, my name is Daniel Duenas.
And I am Taryn Myatt.
And this is Channel TDS, your destination for all things coffee. Okay, so today we decided that we were going to do things a little bit differently. We are going to do another vlog because we had so much fun doing the last one talking about Starbucks, Dunkin' Donuts, McCafe, all that jazz. Yeah. And we decided that it's time to take it to the streets.
Yes.
For all the homies who make coffee at home.
A lot of you have been considering that whole downhill slope of making coffee at home because it's pricey or it costs a lot of money to get the right equipment. We're going to show you today that it's actually not as pricey as you may have thought to make amazing coffee at your house.
True. We're going to talk about why different brew methods kind of have different benefits, pros and cons, and ultimately we're going to be looking out for your pocketbook and figure out what's the best cup of coffee for you and your wallet. Yeah?
All right.
Let's hit it.
Let's
Bye.
Go.
Hey guys, so we are currently on our way to Target, just because that's where most people shop for stuff, right? And we are going to see what they have to offer and see what we can communicate to you guys as far as killer ways to make coffee on the cheap.
As we head to Target, let's check out some of our favorite music of the summer so far.
Of the summer. I love that Ariana Grande was the last thing that you had open. I love that recently added is Nick Jonas. Hells yeah. And also recently added is yours truly, All We Need. Hey, look, this is me. Oh, snap.
This is me on guitar.
Hey, this is us. Oh my gosh.
Singular affections will sustain. Two hearts in a shelter regardless of strain. Because of his efforts the house remains. I've got all we need.
That was fun. That was a little taste of Dear Dominique EP dropping very soon. If you enjoyed it, please go listen to it on iTunes, Apple Music, Spotify, Summer Tunes, bump that, Summer Tunes playlist. All right, here we are.
Here we are in Target. We're going to go to the kitchen section where you're going to be able to find all your supplies for making awesome coffee. Let's go to the kitchen section.
Oh my gosh, this is the kitchen section and we're going to cruise along. Wait, where are we going? Marco!
I'm back.
You suck. You're supposed to say polo. Okay.
Not a child.
Here we are inside of the coffee section. There is a lot to be seen, you guys, and we're going to give you a quick breakdown with all of it.
Okay.
So the goals of the video are to talk about what's the best way to make an awesome cup of coffee on the cheap. So we're going to be super practical.
The cheapest, but most high quality to make the best possible cup of coffee for the price. Let's say your budget is 40 bucks.
40 bucks.
Okay?
Okay.
We're going to show you how to make amazing coffee at home for 40 bucks.
$40. $40. Challenge accepted. Let us start with what's directly to our left. The Keurig. Okay.
The Keurigs.
So,
whoa, Daniel. 189 bucks?
180.
Are you kidding me?
Okay, so it's not in our budget, but here's the thing. If you have the money for a Keurig, you can know that it's gonna last you about 2 years. You can know that it's gonna make the fastest cup of coffee that you could ever make, and it's not gonna be terrible. Like,
it's honestly not gonna be terrible. My folks use it, and I've had it in desperate times, and I've drinking a cup of coffee, and I've been like, I can totally do this. I will drink it black, and I'll drink the whole thing, and I'll do it. It's almost scary how fast it is. Like,
it is. If you own a Keurig already, I only ask you to do one thing for me. Stop buying the pre-made plastic Keurig cups.
Bad for the environment.
Bad for the environment. We're trying to save the planet. So buy a reusable coffee thingy, jigger, filter, and then buy killer coffee. And if you don't have a grinder, get one. We'll talk about a grinder that you can get and just make coffee that way.
There you go.
You've already invested in this, so you're not actually spending money. All you're doing now is spending money on killer coffee and a one-time purchase of a reusable filter. So, boom.
All right.
What else do we got? Do we have Mr. Coffees?
We have Mr. Coffees on the site.
We have Mr. Coffees of very...
You're looking at, you're going from 100 bucks to 50 bucks all the way down to the very end. $14.
So wait, let me ask you this genuine question. Do you think that the price is going to make a difference on any of these Mr. Coffee brewers as far as the final product that you're going to get? Yes or no?
Absolutely not.
No. Not even a little
You
bit.
don't have to spend $100 on this one. You could spend $12 on it.
$12. What's the lowest price?
Well, the lowest price is $13.99.
$13.99. For $13.99, you can pick up a Mr. Coffee, and I promise it's going to be just as good as that $100 one over there. It may not have as many, like, you know, gizmos and gadgets aplenty, but it'll have who's it's and what's its
water,
galore.
temperature control, and
Whatever.
like, whatever it is.
So $13.99 plus what? $2 for filters.
Mm-hmm.
So
You're looking at
$16. $16 for your brand new tools to make coffee.
What?
Okay, so we're definitely under budget right now. But now that we have a way to make coffee, how do we actually grind our coffee?
Sure. Quick preface for all of our hipster friends watching this right now.
I don't have any hipster friends.
I'm
except
sorry
for
that
you.
we're gonna talk about blade grinders.
Why are you apologizing? You're so dumb.
Here's the thing. Of course, like if you catch me at my coffee shop and I'm recommending grinders, I'm not gonna recommend a blade grinder because why? It's inconsistent, right? You're a blade spinning around chopping up beans. You're not gonna get the same particle size, which means what? When you brew that, the water's gonna go quicker through the larger particles and slower through the smaller particles, so you have an astringent and bitter cup of coffee, right?
Right. For those of you at home that are like, what the fuck did we just say? Here's the thing. Two major types of grinders. Blade grinders, which you already explained. Blades spin around chopping up your coffee beans, right? Burr grinders. Imagine cogs in a clock and how they fit perfectly together and coffee beans going through there and mashing them. Burr grinders are notorious for being super consistent and giving you one particle size throughout all of the coffee that has gone through there. So that means all of the coffee particles are getting the same amount of contact with heat and water, which means they're getting extracted the same amount, which means you're gonna have the same flavor consistently throughout your cup.
So let me say that if you are going to want the best tasting cup of coffee, get a burr grinder.
Get a burr grinder.
Of course, they're going to be pricey.
This burr grinder from Bodum is $100. That is not in our budget.
It's not in our budget, though.
Not in our budget at all.
So we're
this
talking
is gonna
about
go out.
$40 or less.
So let's see what else we have. We do have a Bodum electric blade grinder.
Okay, how much is that?
This is $24.
$24.
$24
So-
plus our $16 puts us under our budget, puts us like at our budget of $40. Because here's the thing, if you have a grinder and a Mr. Coffee and filters, you have everything you need to make coffee for the rest of your life, or at least as long as these products last, which will be a few years, I'm not gonna lie. Let's talk about a kick-ass cup of coffee though, because as we know, Mr. Cup of Coffee is gonna make a decent cup of coffee.
Right.
But it's not gonna be the greatest. So what's gonna be a better option?
Well, Target has it all.
A French press. Okay, so here's the thing.
Daniel, what's so cool about a French press?
Okay, a French press is going to make a super hearty, super gumbo-y cup of coffee, and this is
Yeah.
why. A French press actually has a metal filter, unlike other brew methods that have a cloth filter. So you're gonna get a little bit more of a soluble, oily kind of a flavor
Right.
in your coffee. See this guy there? So whereas a paper filter is gonna remove some of the other particles, this guy isn't gonna do that. Its focus is to strain solids like grounds. It's just gonna change the taste and the mouthfeel of your coffee. If you like Merlots, if you like hearty foods, a French press is gonna be the perfect way of making coffee for you.
Submersion style. of
Submersion
brewing.
style. So we're actually gonna give you a quick tutorial. Let's say you have your blade grinder. This guy actually comes with a scooper. Scoop your coffee into your grinder. Doop, doop. Press it down.
Chop it.
Chop it up. Throw those grounds in here. Fill it up with water that's fresh off the boil. Here's something to note. You actually don't want to use boiling water when brewing coffee ever. Bring it to a full boil. Turn off your heat, remove it from heat, let it sit for about 30 seconds and it'll drop to that 202 Fahrenheit temperature that you really want it at. Then pour. Give it a little stir, let this guy sit for 4 minutes, and all you have to do is, once I get this on here, press this guy down, and make sure you pour all of it out in the first go.
Decant it.
Because here's the thing, those coffee grounds are going to be at the bottom of the cup, but they're still coming into contact with that water, so they will continue to extract if you don't remove that actual liquid. Pour it up, serve it up, have a good time, and enjoy your coffee. Because for less than $40, you just made a kick-ass cup of coffee.
The other cool thing that I like about the French press is, one, you're not replacing filters, so you don't have to go buy those, and it's not the inconvenience of, I run out of filters, so I gotta go to the store and buy some. It's a metal filter that you never have to replace.
Save the planet.
Remember to preheat your French press before using it, or else it'll steal, it's glass, it'll steal a lot of that heat and cool down your coffee. I've made it without preheating it, and I'll pour the coffee and it's like, why is it almost cold already because
Right.
that glass steals all that heat. So preheat it.
Honestly, we just, for less than $40, showed you guys that you can make killer coffee for yourself, 5 ever. Like, you really could. Let's talk about actual coffees. So, if you wanted to, you could stay here in Starbucks. Actually, I feel like this conversation needs to be transported. So
That's how I felt.
Magic movie stuff. Magic movie stuff. All right.
Here, we're looking at the coffee.
Coffee.
Yay.
So let's talk about some stuff here. Look at these prices.
Look at these prices.
Look at these prices.
Super cheap.
Super cheap. So if you are somebody who genuinely isn't overly concerned with having the greatest cup of coffee, but wants to have more control and wants to save money making coffee, this is the best way to do it. We recognize you're a part of the coffee community too, just as much as any of us are.
Oh, absolutely.
So this is a great option for you. You're spending $6 on a pound of coffee that's gonna last you a solid 2 weeks, especially if it's just you. It may even last you a little bit longer. Let's talk about some other coffee options that are available.
Maybe you want an excellent cup of coffee and you don't want to settle for some of this.
Let's talk about what we mean by excellent.
Pissing
When
me
we
off.
say that, we're talking about you want a coffee that you know is going to have nuance and dynamic.
Yes.
You want something that you can profile. You want something that you can really sink your teeth into, as it were, and analyze. These coffees aren't really going to give you that.
No.
They're not. If you want that, how much are they looking to spend for stuff like
You're
that?
looking to spend anywhere from 15 to 20 bucks.
Let's break that down. You've already invested and spent your $40 on materials, right?
Mhm.
So you spend 15 bucks on a Sunday. That bag lasts you 14 days. You've dropped your cost of coffee to $1, and you've dropped your carbon footprint because you're not driving to get your cup of coffee, and you're not using the paper cup, the paper sleeve, and the plastic top. So you're doing a lot just by switching to making coffee at home. We hope this video was informative. We really just wanted to take the time to show everybody that it's totally possible to make a killer cup of coffee without breaking the bank on it. Now, there are a bajillion other brew methods that you could use that are a little bit pricier, like a siphon or an OG, or if you want to spend 60 bucks on a Chemex to make pour overs, you could totally do that. That's for the coffee nerddoms of the world like myself and Taryn, and we geek out on that. But for people who have been a little bit skittish about diving in and investing in just some basic coffee materials, we're here to say, dude, it's okay. Like, you're not going to break your wallet. Stop going out for coffee, you know, every day, and save up for 2 weeks, and you'd probably have enough to get yourself all set to go, right?
Thank you, Target.
Thank you, Target.
Right on.
Shout out to Target. I think that concludes everything with this video. If you
so.
enjoyed it, guys, please feel free to, you know, comment below. Let us know what you thought. Let us know how you make your coffee at home. As always, remember to
Like and subscribe.
like and subscribe. And until next time, you guys, remember to stay on that grind. You know, I actually
Not even
I
like,
really-
you can even get Starbucks coffee at Target.
I would say I think I want a cup of coffee. Let's go and get some coffee.